Hi everyone, I'm Jan Onstadt and I'm so excited to be here. And while we're waiting for other people to gather, I want to talk about some other products that we're not going to be featuring once we hit the 7 o'clock mark. So I have my fun roll-up bag back here, don't you love it? But I wanted to talk first of all about Mary Kay's mascara, our ultimate mascara, which is so much fun in one tube. You just catch your lash roots and wiggle, 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 wiggle at the roots and then pull the product through. And after you've done your second eye, come back and do a second coat because it really does make a difference. It's very, very eye-opening. And what I love about this is the quick payoff. So you start to get the full looking lashes from the get-go. And then, of course, at night, before you go to bed, how do you remove that eye makeup? Well, it's with our award-winning oil-free eye makeup remover. And let's see if I even have a little pencil in here. Nope, I don't. But if you just put this on a cotton pad and hold them down on your eyelids, close your eyes, and say a 10-second prayer. It's amazing how much you can pray for in 10 seconds, isn't it? And just wiggle, 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 count to 10. And it will just all come off magically when you, when you're ready for it to all come off. It comes right off into the cotton pad instead of, tugging and pulling, which is not good for your skin. So we've got a couple more minutes. That means I get to feature a couple more products. And one of them that is an all-time favorite of everyone's is our satin hands. Everybody loves our 3-step satin hands because it's like a spa. It's like a mini spa for your hands, and you can use it on your feet. Oh my gosh, it's so amazing. So you just get your hands wet, and step 1 is you apply the hand softener, and this prepares your hands for the scrub that you're about to do. Second step is the scrub, and you just pump like 3 or 4 pumps on your hands, and then pretend like you're washing your hands very thoroughly like a surgeon, right? Get between the fingers, cuticles, backs of the hands, all of those places, and how amazing it is because it takes, gets rid of all the dead skin cells, which is so great. And then you're going to need just the teeniest little bit of hand cream after that because it's going to go into the living cells instead of the dead cells. So anyway, I think that's pretty darn exciting and would love to treat you to a little pampering with the satin hands. And then, of course, it's not just for hands. You can do it on your feet as well. And it's a great date. And we don't give instructions, okay? So satin hands is amazing. Okay. I think I just lost connection for a few minutes, so if you missed some of that, oh well, you'll have to join us again. Okay, and then satin lips does the same thing for your lips. It gets all that dead stuff off of the lips. Okay, so it is now 7 o'clock and we are ready. Let me put these things back into my roll-up bag so I can find them later. We're now ready for our skincare class, but first let me just introduce myself. I am the fun to be with Jan Onstadt, and I just celebrated my 40th anniversary with Mary Kay. I can hardly believe it. Yes, I must have started when I was 2, right? But I was a junior high band director in Iowa, and I got invited to a Mary Kay skincare class at the last minute. And these were all my girlfriends from church who had been bragging about how broke they were. And they also did not wear a lick of makeup, and neither did I. So I thought, well, this ought to be a hoot. So I came to the skincare class and watched all those broke, no makeup girlfriends leaving the house with big bags like this roll-up bag back here of product. And I thought, oh my gosh, they bought that. They bought that. There must be some sort of, some sort of drawing here, some sort of calling here. I don't know. But the consultant watched my face and she approached me about it afterwards, and she had no idea that in the back of my mind I had been praying. As a band director, married to a swim coach, he was working all mornings and weekends. I was working all nights and weekends, and it just wasn't all an atmosphere where we could have kids, and we wanted to start a family, and I wanted to be that major influencer in my kids' lives. So I was just sort of praying, in the back of my mind, oh Lord, there's got to be something. Well, here it was, and I didn't recognize it at all. I said, no, I would never be caught dead peddling little pink jars. But I thought it might be kind of fun for you to see my before picture, before Mary Kay. Are you ready? Jan, the junior high band director. And I'm betting you probably would not have picked me off the table and said, oh yeah, there's our next superstar in Mary Kay. Are you ready? It's okay to get an LOL, right? Okay. Let me see let me take this out of the sheet protector here. Here we go. There I am. Oh yeah, Jan, the band director. I don't know. Would you have picked me off the table and said, there is a Mary Kay consultant if I ever did see one? I'm guessing not. So Mary Kay has done a lot of wonderful things for me. So I would love to tell you a little bit about Mary Kay, and I'm going to go pretty lickety split because we're going to get into those samples pretty quick. But first of all, I don't know if you know, we are a 56-year company. We have a track record of nothing but growth and success for 56 years with $4 billion in sales. And Mary Kay started with 9 girlfriends back in 1963, and this company is now worldwide in about 40 different countries. And speaking of worldwide, our ingredients, a lot of times people ask about our ingredients, are they natural? And so let me just address that natural, what does that mean? And so what it really means is if it's truly natural, it would have to stay in the refrigerator and throw it out at the end of 2 weeks or less, just like food, okay? So, but what we're talking about a lot of times is plant-based. And yes, our products are plant-based and are compliant, all the ingredients are compliant with the European Union standards, which I think is really amazing. But once again, natural, I think we have to be careful with that because the sun is natural, and too much of that can lead to skin cancer or a lot of different things, a burn. So we want to really be careful about that. Poison ivy is natural, but I don't want to put that on my face, and so is dog poop. Okay. So we also have, Mary Kay can boast about 14,000 patents. 14,000 patents. That's really amazing. 1,400, not 14,000. 1,400 patents. It's really more than that, but they're cutting edge and they're producing new products all the time. And our products are not tested on animals. Mary Kay had a fur person, so she was, our company was like the first to put a moratorium on animal testing before it was cool. And also our products are made right here in the USA, so you are supporting an entire economy right here in our own country. In addition to that, when you choose to wash your face with Mary Kay, you're supporting a local woman-owned business right in your community. So I think that's an amazing thing, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more in just a second. But first, I want to introduce you to my friend, Sybil. Okay, this is Sybil, and she said, I like the natural look, and I always say, this is the natural look. This is where we're naturally headed, and I don't know about you, but I want to stay over here as long as I can because I can. And so this is why skincare matters, because one day, whatever we're doing or not doing right now, that's how we're going to face the future. So Mary Kay actually has 4 skincare lines, for acne prone, for teens, I think 5 really for men too. And then our TimeWise 3D, which is what we're going to focus on tonight, and our what I call the big girl set for those whose hormones might be looking for or might have already found the exit ramp, if you know what I mean. So that's called TimeWise Repair. And so we're going to talk about 3D. What does 3D stand for? Well, it stands for delays the look of premature aging, defends against age-fighting free radicals, and delivers results in just 4 weeks. Now, if you've ever seen any of those scientific before and after pictures, you know it takes 12 weeks to show those kind of results. So to be able to show those results in just 4 weeks is phenomenal. I think that's a great thing. All right, so if you have your samples next to you, oh wait, I was gonna show you this. When I talked about my friend Sybil, I forgot. If you've got a paper and pencil, what you wanna do is grab that right away, because we might have a quiz in the end. You just never know. I'm a former teacher, so I can't help myself. Anyway, I was just going to say that the 2 secrets of younger, healthier looking skin are something you want to know. And that's going to hold true whether you choose to use Mary Kay, brand X, Y, or Z. And the first secret is if you want results from any skincare system, Mary Kay or anything else, you will want to use the 5 essentials for younger, healthier looking skin. And here's what they are: cleanse, exfoliate, restore pH balance, hydrate, and protect. Cleanse, exfoliate, restore pH balance, hydrate, and protect. All 5 of those work together kind of like ingredients in a recipe for good skin. Just like if you're going to bake grandma's famous chocolate cake recipe and you were on a short time frame and all of a sudden you figure out, oh my gosh, I'm out of baking powder. Oh well, it's only 3/4 teaspoon. It probably doesn't matter that much. Do you think it matters that much? It does! So your cake is not going to rise. If you left out the flour, it would be a runny mess. If you left out the egg, it wouldn't stick together and be moist. If you left out the sugar, it's not a cake, it's something else, right? So, you know, those are the essentials to getting the end result of a cake. Whether it's Mary Kay, brand X, Y, or Z, it's the same thing in skincare, okay? And I think most women are hitting on 2 or 3 of those essentials and they know something is missing, so they just keep going to the mall and buying stuff. So that is secret number 1. Secret number 2. If you want results from your skincare system, Mary Kay, brand X, Y, or Z, here it is. Ready? Use all 5 essentials in the same brand. You know, you might be thinking, oh yeah, right, that, you know, of course. But let me tell you why that matters. How do you know our cleanser is going to completely break down someone else's product? You don't. How do you know someone else's, you know, vice versa? And how do you know the pH balance is going to work together or against each other? So our products are all designed to work together synergistically like a team, the best flowing team ever. And so that's how we know you're going to get the best results, by using all 5 essentials and all 5 in the same brand. Now I'm going to show you what happens when you don't use all 5 essentials. And you're going to be shocked about this. But before I go to that, I've forgotten to tell you something. If you have questions or comments, please be typing them in right now, because for every comment or question, you're going to go in a drawing for a special prize tonight. We are going to have our on-time drawing in just a little while, and we're also going to have a second drawing just for your comments. All right, so what happens when you don't use all 5 essentials? Well, I'm going to get out the darkest bronze foundation out of my roll-up bag and show you on the back of my hand what that looks like when I don't, and this is not going to be as good a demonstration as if someone had dry hands. I have pretty smooth hands from using my satin hand set, of course, but this is me kind of in a hurry trying to get it to all blend in, right? So there we go. Now I'm going to do on the other side, I'm going to do the 5 essentials. So I'm going to knock out 3 of them in this one step, our 4-in-1 cleanser. So it cleanses, exfoliates, restores pH balance, and all of our products have a brightening impact. So I'm just going to use a little bit on the back of the other hand and get a little water going in that, blend it in And so I'm cleansing, exfoliating, restoring pH balance. Oh yeah. And I'm probably going to be singing in the shower because I'm getting younger looking as the moments go by. And then I'm just going to get a washcloth and wash that off the back of my hand and pat it dry. I think I better pat it dry. Okay. Now we did 3 of those 5 essentials. Now, if I was going to bed, I'd be using my night cream, but right now I'm going to use the day cream, just a grain of rice size, okay, and blend that in. And I'm going to just go all the way up my arm to make sure I blend it in. And of course, I would use an eye cream too, and you have that in your kit. All right, now I'm going to use that same wrong shade on this hand. And all right, here we go. I'm going to blend it in. All right. Can you see the difference? OMG. Isn't that amazing? And this, my friends, is why most women cannot get the right shade match. In addition to the fact that they're using an incorrect undertone, which we will go over in another appointment. So if you want to grab your samples, we're going to start with the 4-in-1 cleanser. So if you'll just tear them all into individual pieces, and if you will take the cleanser out, the 4-in-1 cleanser, and you have different kinds of cleanser if you have combo oily skin or if you have normal dry skin. So if you'll just get a little bit of water going, and I'm going to just do a little bit on my face so you can kind of see. And actually, I'm going to use one of my favorite tools, our Skin Vigorate brush. And I'm just going to get it wet, and I'm just going to add that much cleanser. Can you see it? That's it. And here we go. I'm going to put the brush up to my face, and I want you to work right along with me. And we're just going to turn the brush on. And of course, you might want to get your hair out of the way because, oh, that does not feel good. When you get your hair twisted up in it. So you would just go in little circles around your whole face, avoiding the eye area. Of course, you'd use your oil-free eye makeup remover for that, right? And I'm telling you what, if you just throw your head back a little bit and, you know, think about being at the spa, you're going to turn your bathroom into a spa, I'm telling you. I want you to know, yep, there it is. You're going to get your skin 85% cleaner when you use the Skin Vigorate brush. How much? 85% cleaner. So you know what that means. You've only been getting 15% of the job done with your hands. Oh my gosh. Have you ever gone out of town and you forgot your toothbrush and you did like this? That's not very effective, is it? But, you know, I don't know why we think that using our fingers to wash with is going to be any more effective than that, right? So 85% cleaner. Now, you always want to go up and out with your cleanser because that is going to defy gravity. Gravity's already doing a fine job on its own. I don't need to help it, right? There we go. All right. So you can do this in the shower or at the sink. And yes, your Skin Vigorate brush can go in the shower with you. Just don't let it get immersed because then that will affect the battery housing, of course. Now, if you're getting ready for bed right now, I want to recommend that you put on just a teeny little bit of our night cream. And these day and night cream are kind of like the married couple, and they work 24/7 together to keep your skin hydrated. Now, even my oily gals, you're going to want to keep your skin hydrated because think about it. If you put a raisin in a glass of oil overnight, tomorrow morning it's going to look preserved, right? The same. If you put a raisin in a glass of water overnight, it's going to be all plumped up. And so if you have oily skin and you don't hydrate, your body is going to say, send more oil. And so you are, kind of creating a bigger problem by not taking that hydrate step seriously. So our married couple, our day and night, and I know, here's a quiz. You're going to use the day cream during the day, and you're going to use the night cream at night. Oh, you guys are fast to get this. So if you're using the night cream to get ready for bed, I want you to just use this much, just like a grain of rice. That's it. Okay. And so we're just going to go up and out on the face, and it feels so good. Now let me tell you about our day cream. Our day cream, by the way, the night is going to go when your skin is in repair mode. It's going to repair your skin. And then the day, we have two kinds. We have SPF and no SPF. And you know, of course, the SPF has a little bit more slippery feel to it. And so some of my oily girls prefer the non-SPF, but at my appointments, I let everyone try SPF on one side and non-SPF on the other and tell me what they think. Now, step 4 is going to be your eye cream. And you're going to use your ring finger because it is really honestly the weakest finger of all. And you're going to just add a little teeny bit and just tap it in under the eye area. That's probably enough for both eyes. So just tap it in, tap it in, tap it in. That's it. Okay. So the eye area is like tissue paper and the rest of the face like construction paper. So that's why, and of course the eye area is in motion all the time, has been for years and years. And so we want to really take extra special care of that area of the face. All right, let me just kind of review as we're letting this soak in just a little bit. Hopefully you went along with me and you did your 4-in-1 cleanser. What does that do again? Cleanse, exfoliate, restore pH balance, and all of the products brighten the skin. And then we did either your day or your night cream, and then we did just a teeny bit of eye cream. So really, in reality, it's going to take you about 2 minutes to use the whole program. So let me just share with you the 3 ingredients that make our 3D so amazing. And the first one is an age-defying peptide. I don't know, but I'm thinking all products ought to have something like that. And then the second thing is vitamin B3 niacin. It's a brightening superpower. And the third thing is the most fun, and you might want to write this down, but I'm going to say it real fast. It's encapsulated resveratrol. So if you just think resveratrol, 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 if you started to say it real fast, it would start to sound like reverse, right? So I want you to know, where else can you find resveratrol? Not only in your Mary Kay 3D, but it's also in red wine and dark chocolate. So when you're using your Skinvigorate brush at night, you're, turning your bathroom into a spa, take a sip of wine and a little pop of dark chocolate, and you've just turned the bathroom into a spa, morning and night. Isn't that fun? So, and remember the 3Ds, it's going to defend against age-fighting free radicals that rob the cells and cause the breakdown of the skin. It's going to delay the look of premature aging, and it's going to deliver results in just 4 weeks. So be looking. So now, if you were doing day, you would get your skin, you'd have your skin all ready and to go. Remember those 2 hands? Yeah, that's pretty amazing. You'd have your skin ready to go to use our foundation primer and our foundation, which that's going to be another appointment, right? So I want you to jot down if you have any questions, but let me just go over how you use this on a day-to-day basis. So tonight, the first thing you're going to do is your 4-in-1 cleanser. It cleanses, exfoliates, restores pH balance, and it brightens. Remember that. And then you're going to use just a teeny bit of the night cream. And by the way, that married couple, the day and night, one is the perfector and one is the corrector. And I'm going to leave it up to you to decide which one is the husband and which one's the wife. Sound good? All right. So tonight, your 4-in-1 cleanser, night cream, and you're just going to use a grain of rice. This is a teeny tiny petite bottle. You want it to last 2 to 3 months, right? And then our eye cream around the eye area, because your eye area is like tissue paper, the rest of the face is like construction paper. Tomorrow morning, the first thing you would do in the shower or at the sink is use your 4-in-1 cleanser. Cleanse, exfoliate, restore pH balance. Now, you know what? If you're really smart, you might want to take that exfoliating up a notch. And by the way, that's the key right here. The difference between the two hands. All the product I put on went into the dead stuff because we have microscopic dead skin cells all over the face, all over the body. And here, in just one time, I got rid of the microscopic dead stuff so the product can actually penetrate. So we're gonna, if you want to take that exfoliating up a notch, we have a product called microdermabrasion. So be sure and ask your consultant about that. It's something you can use 2 to 3 times a week in addition to your skincare. So tomorrow morning, first thing is your 4-in-1 cleanser. What is that going to take you? A minute? In the shower probably, and then you're going to use just a grain of rice of your day cream, and then just use your ring finger for our eye cream. So it's going to take you about 2 minutes at night and 2 minutes in the morning. Very, very quick product. Now, how long will the products last? Well, I'm going to tell you it's going to be about 2 to 3 months. So, you know, and everybody's usage is different, but we always do a follow-up in the first 7 to 10 days to make sure you're using the product the way it was designed and getting the full benefits. You know, we have 100% satisfaction guarantee on all of our products, which makes it great to be able to tweak it and customize it just for you. So be thinking about how you could get together with your consultant, and you could invite some friends, and we could do it across the miles, just like we're doing right now with your consultant. That would be kind of fun, wouldn't it? So I also want to emphasize that I love to get my customers around the table 3 or 4 times a year, because every new season in the fall, what do you want? A new lipstick, your skin changes, your foundation color changes. At Christmas time, we have all these holiday gifts, New Year, New You. And then in March, it's spring break party. And then, you know, in June, it's like how to keep your makeup from melting down. And so there's a little something that we do every single quarter so that you can experience more of our Mary Kay products. And so is there an acclimation phase? A lot of times people ask me that. And yes, there is an acclimation phase. Sometimes it takes a little bit for your skin to get used to any new product. And so usually my oily girls, like for 3 or 4 days, are going to go, oh, my skin has never felt so good. And then maybe day 4 or 5, they're like, is it? Oh no. Well, you know what I tell you is that it's going to pull the impurities up that are there. And you're welcome. We're going to pull those impurities up and get rid of them for good. And you know what else? That, you know, if you go to the gym and you do a big workout and you feel like a noodle the next day and you stop doing it, guess what? You're going to undo everything you just did. So just call your consultant. She's going to help walk you through. You got to push through that period of time. So I really believe one day everyone's going to wake up and they're going to have what I call the day of reckoning. They're going to wipe the sleep from their eyes. They're going to stumble into the mirror and they're going to say one of 2 things. It's either, oh, I wish I'd done something about this back when, or, ooh, I'm so happy I did something about this back when. So today's the day you get to decide, do I want to be a wish I had or a glad I did? How will you choose to face the future? That's the question of the day. Okay. So do you have any questions? The Miracle Set looks just like this. We have a special offer, and my friend Christy is going to post a follow-up Google Doc as soon as we finish today, and make sure that you fill that out so your consultant will know that you were here. And one of the questions on there is maybe you think you might be in that category for the big girl set, you know, when your hormones are looking for or might have already found the exit ramp. And we need a lot more repair work done, right? So I think they should put orange cones here, right? Repair. Anyway, you can let your consultant know if you feel like you're a candidate for that. And then there's just, if you wouldn't mind to fill out your experience card, you should have gotten this in the mail in your samples. And your consultant would love to see how you answered those questions. So I want to just share one more product with you in the very short time I have left. In addition to the gift of better looking skin and a beautiful face, Mary Kay gifted me with a beautiful future. And I just want to share some things I love about what we do in Mary Kay, because it's all about relationships. It starts in the heart. And because I get to help women see themselves differently and build their self-esteem and their self-confidence. And I get to give pour words of encouragement into their lives, like God's favor rests upon you and you make God smile. Plus, we like to get, happy, clappy, and applaud. Like, do they just applaud you for showing up at work? No? Okay. And Mary Kay makes you feel like queen for a day. This is actually the ring box for this. This is like one of my 21 rings that Mary Kay diamond rings that Mary Kay has gifted me, just because I share the products with a lot of customers. And of course, we've been blessed to have 21 free cars. I've been driving free since 1985. And our unit, the people right here on this Facebook Live, have just earned their next pink trophy on wheels, the pink Cadillac. And yes, you can advance to the next level whenever you decide. You don't have to wait for someone to die or retire. And of course, Mary Kay pays like unbelievable money. I just want to show you this. It'll be backwards, but this is my paycheck from a couple of months ago, $6,236. Did I already spend all that? I don't know. I'd have to go in my bank and look. That does not include anything that my customers have purchased. Isn't that amazing? And of course, in addition to those mentoring commissions that Mary Kay gifts us, the company is set up so that when my customer purchases this much, it's set up so I can keep this much for my family, which is amazing. Yet, even though that is big money that we can make, the average skincare class is right around $300 for about 2 hours of work. That's $150 of profit for a couple hours. Amazing. But Mary Kay is based on the golden rule, do unto others as you'd have them do unto you. Another founding philosophy is to put God first, family second, career third. And my husband got to retire early because I said yes to Mary Kay when we were newlyweds. Of course, no territories has meant a lot to me since I've been able to move from Iowa to Houston to Chicago and now to our dream home in Nashville, Tennessee, because my husband, Mary Kay, enabled us to follow my husband's career goals as a swim coach. Like, how many swim teams do you think are in Iowa, right? Not as many as there are in some other states. And of course, I wanted to be able to raise a family and schedule my own time. But after I started Mary Kay, I was working 60 to 80 hours a week as a band director, just sprinkling this in. But I saw I made more money holding 2 skincare classes in a week than I did teaching all week long. That is amazing. And of course, everyone would love to be a boss babe, right? And statistically speaking, 54% of Americans are living paycheck to paycheck. What's your dream? What's your dream life about? What's on your bucket list? What if you had the funds to do that and much more? When you're making $10,000 a month, when you're making $2,000 a month extra, when you're making, my goal was just to make $50 extra a week, and look at what it's turned into. I had no idea. So I want you to just tell your consultant tonight about the products that you'd like to get started with through that Google Doc. But also, we are giving away this beautiful Michael Kors bag, and it's going to be real soon, in about 10 days. So we would love for you to hear a little bit more about why we love our opportunity and how the company is structured. So on the Google Doc, you'll see a video, and you'll go in the drawing for watching that video and giving your feedback on that feedback form. So we are going to have our drawing. Oh, by the way, could you just tell your consultant also a response to the Mary Kay opportunity because I know your consultant is building her team and she would love to have you as a part of her team, or have you refer her to the people who might have just prayed today for something like this, like I did. So here's the 3 responses. It's A, B, or C. And I'm going to start with C. C is, I want to be a customer for life and a connector. I'll connect you with a lot of people. I'll recommend some other people to you. And B is, you got my curiosity up. Buy me a cup of coffee. I'd love to hear more. And A is, oh my gosh, the starter kit's only $100 plus tax and shipping. The miracle set's $110. Oh my heavens. I'm all in. A is all in. So C is connector and customer for life. B is buy me a cup of coffee. And A is I'm all in. All right. Well, Christy is going to do our on-time drawing. And we are going to give away a travel set of our microdermabrasion. You heard us talk about that a little bit earlier. So Christy, can you do the drawing real quick and we'll find out? And quick and ask any other questions because we're going to give something else away in just a second. So Christy, I'm going to wait until I see the winner. Should I wait? Yes? No? I'd love to see the winner of our on-time drawing, somebody that was here at between 6:55 and 7. And then okay, super good. And then I have a travel size of our oil-free eye makeup remover that I would love to give as a part of the drawing for all the questions and comments that you gave while you were here tonight. So real quickly, Christy is going to do that. And thank you, Christy. And you know what? I'm in Nashville, Tennessee, and Christy is in Arkansas, Glenwood, Arkansas. And how fun is it? We would not be a part of one another's lives if it weren't for Mary Kay. We are so blessed to be besties for life. So Christy, I'm waiting to hear who the winner is of our drawing with questions and comments. And if we're not able to get that done, so be sure you fill out that feedback form so that we know. Oh, yes. Awesome. Yes. So she's going to do us a drawing for just this little mini oil-free eye makeup. You're going to love this because it just does remove everything just in a quick 10 seconds on and just a quick swipe. It's amazing. And it conditions your lashes. And I hear some people talking about eye mites, and it keeps you from having eye mites. Okay, ladies, thank you so much for joining us. We have a winner. And please remember to fill out the Google Doc to give your consultant some feedback. I appreciate you joining us across the miles. Thank you. Bye-bye.